Welcome students. Today's video is going to introduce you to point slope. We are going to both write equations as well as transfer them and graph them. First, you need to understand the point slope formula. The point slope formula is y minus y1 equals m and in parentheses x minus x1. Don't get confused by all the notation. Remember that m is just our slope, and x1 and y1 can be taken from any ordered pair that this line passes through. When given a slope and a point, in order to write the equation, we have to substitute our slope in for m, our x in for x1, and our y in for y1. Example 1. Write the equation in point slope form of a line that goes through 1, 3 and has a slope of negative 3. First, we want to start with the equation. So I'm going to write the formula, y minus y1 equals m, and in parentheses, x minus x1. Remember that I'm always just filling in my y1, my m, and my x1. Sometimes it helps me to go back and look at the problem and identify all these pieces. So I know that x1 is 1, y1 is 3, and m is negative 3. Now that I know these three pieces, they just have to go in the given boxes. So, y minus my y1 value of 3 equals my slope of negative 3, and in parentheses, x minus my x value of 1. This is my equation. Example 2, I have a slope of 2, and it goes through the point 2, 6. Again, I'll start by writing out the given information, so my slope, or my m value, is 2. My x1, I can get from my ordered pair, which is always x comma y. So x1 is 2, and y1 is 6. The formula is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. If I fill in the information, I get y minus my y value of 6 equals my slope of 2, and in parentheses, x minus my x value of 2. Notice I will always have an x and y left. Everything else will be replaced with numbers. Example 3. A line that has a slope of 1 and goes through negative 3, negative 2. In this case, my m value is 1, x1 is negative 3, y1 is positive 2. My formula, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'll just substitute in those values again. So y minus my y1 value of 2 equals my slope of 1 times x minus my x value of negative 3. Remember, when I subtract a negative, I really end up adding. So this turns out to be my correct formula or equation. Try example 4 on your own. Unpause the video when you're ready to check. Again, m is 1/2, x1 is negative 5, y1 is 4, so y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. If I fill in my three places, I figure out y minus 4 equals 1/2 times x plus 5 would be the correct equation. Now we're going to move on to graphing from point slope form. Graphing isn't going to be that different than what we've been doing for the last unit. We're going to solve for y. That will get us to slope-intercept form. Then from there, we'll follow the same basic steps. We'll graph our y-intercept, we'll use slope to create another point, and we'll connect them. Graph each of the lines from the equations. So again, step 1, solve for y. I want to start by distributing that negative 3. So I get y minus 2 equals negative 3x minus 6. Then I see that y is on the left side and just negative 2 is standing in its way of being alone. So I'll add 2 to both sides. That gives me y equals negative 3x minus 4. From here, I'll follow the steps to graph, so I'll go to negative 4. A slope of negative 3 tells me I can go down 3 and over 1, or I can go up 3 and back 1, and connect the points. Example 2. Same thing. This one is only a little bit trickier because I have to distribute a fraction. So I'll start by solving for y. I'll distribute that fraction of 1/2. On the left, I'll leave it alone for now, so just y plus 4. 1/2 times x is just 1/2 x. And 1/2 times 4 is half of 4, so I end up with minus 2. Then, to get y alone, again, I'll subtract off that 4, and I end up with y equals 1/2 x minus 6. To graph, I'll go to negative 6 as my intercept, which is just a little off our graph. From there, I can go up 1 and over 2 to create a point, and then I connect them. And this is my line. Example 3. I want you to try this one on your own. Unpause when you're ready to check. Careful when you distribute that 1/4. Again, I start by distributing, so I end up with y minus 5 on the left side. I get 1/4 x, and 1/4 of 8 is 2. Then I add 5 to both sides, and I get y equals 1/4 x plus 3. Then slope-intercept tells me I start with my intercept of 3, so I'll go up to 3 and plot a point. Then I'll use my slope of 1/4, which tells me I go up 1 and over 4, or I could have gone down 1 and back 4. I connect my points, and I have my line. Thanks for watching.